Hello there, very good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for joining us for the lunchtime news update. Of course, let's get right into it. And the government has committed the highest chunk of the national budget to education in the upcoming financial year budgetary allocations, with a whopping 27% of the allocation going to the sector. National Assembly Budget and Appropriations Committee Chairman Ndindi Nyoro says the allocation is justifiable and will bail out the Teachers Service Commission in fulfilling its commitment to absorb all the 46,000 junior secondary interns into permanent and pensionable contracts, and also the financial crunch facing the sector.
We have allocated monies for confirmation of the JSS interns, and our intention as Parliament and the Budget and Appropriations Committee is TSC to consider confirming all the 46,000 under permanent and pensionable terms. And we also commit that if the monies is not enough for that exercise, there is start-off, and we commit that in the supplementary that will be coming, we can add in case there will be a deficit of the monies needed. Our also request is that they bring forward the date of confirmation from next year to this year.
Also, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations has made an application to have 4 police officers and 2 civilians suspected of robbing an accountant 2.2 million Kenya shillings in Utawala to be arraigned and detained for 14 days to allow them to conclude investigations. The affidavit further indicates that the detectives need extended time to recover another motor vehicle used in the commission of the offense. The short time will also allow the police to recover the remaining amount for processing and also identify the M-Pesa shops where money was allegedly withdrawn by the complainant. The suspects were arrested at the Kasarani Public Station public parking by a team of DCI officers from the Nairobi region, Kayole, and of course more are being pursued. Now, locals and the leadership of Mukuru, Kwajenga and Kariobangi North informal settlements who lost their livelihoods and more than 200,000 displaced due to the recent floods are accusing the government of abandoning them. According to the locals, although the government promised and delivered shelter and food items, the affected ones feel that many of these interventions have proved to be unsustainable. They are calling on the government and other stakeholders to come up with a sustainable disaster intervention mechanism as opposed to short-term measures. They aired their grievances while receiving food and non-food aid from well-wishers of Vision Changes Kenya.
Nyumba yangu ilijaa maji, hata sasa imejaa matope, hata dawa zangu za pressure zikashikwa na hiyo maji. Nimepitia hali ngumu, saa ingine kunanyesha na shida kuendea hata hizo madawa, nyumba ikanyesha, hata kukura ni shida. Ile biashara natembeza huku, hakuna mahali utatembeza hizo chakula, hata mahali nilikuwa natandika vitu ikajawa na maji. Tunapitia hali ngumu.
Ideally we have 40 households represented here, and we brought them mattresses, we brought them food stuff, and also we brought them toiletries and a number of things. And also we have a counselor with us to offer psychosocial support to them that may have been affected psychologically.
That we get more people to support what we are doing. If you are around Mukuru, around Kariobangi, and you get to see the work that we are doing as Vision Changes Kenya, please feel free to actually come in, support us.
Nimechukua hii fursa kwa kusema shukrani kwa hii timu ambayo imekuja siku ya leo na msaada. Na ningewaomba wengine ambapo kama uko na msaada yoyote, tafadhali karibu kwetu. Mafuriko ilikuja na watu wengi waliathirika.
Trans Nzoia Governor George Natembeya has vowed to remain steadfast in pushing for a new leadership in the Western region, urging leaders from the Mulembe Nation to support his Tawe movement. The government, who was speaking during the county Thanksgiving and prayer ceremony for the county leadership at the Kitale Agricultural Showground, also dismissed those undermining his agenda. The Tawe movement, Natembeya says, is an agenda for change and economic emancipation.
This country needs watu kama George Natembeya who are brave, who can offer leadership, na wasaidie watu wetu hapa Trans Nzoia na hapa Bungoma. Governor, I want to say thank you. Na usiogope
kwa sababu mdabadi yao kwa serikali, kwa sababu Wetangula wao kwa serikali. Ukienda kule Bungoma hakuna hata choo moja ambayo Wetangula amejenga kwa miaka 30 tangu akawa kwa serikali. Nimekuwa diga kule juzi, hata barabara kwenda kwa mdabadi barabara ya matope kwa miaka 40 ambayo amekuwa kwa serikali. Lakini kule juu wanasema Waluya wako ndani ya serikali. Mambo mingi yanatupita kwa sababu watu wawili wamesimama pale. Ni heri watoke pale, tukae kama watoto wa yatima, tukijua kwamba hakuna mtu kule mbele, mambo yetu pia yaangaliwe.
Moving to health issues, and medical experts have raised concern about the rising cases of heart diseases in the country, especially among women and children who usually present the symptoms when the condition is at advanced stages. Our reporter Gabriel Kudaka has more on some of the technological advancements in addressing the challenge.
A heart surgery session is underway at Tenwek Mission Hospital in Bomet County. Experts say more than 10,000 Kenyans are in need of open heart surgery, half of the number being children under the age of 13.
So in actual reality, it's not just the 10,000 patients that require surgery every year. Over the years, we've had cumulative effect, and so we're having tens of thousands of Kenyans that need open heart surgery every year.
The issue is they present to us when it is late, when they are in almost advanced stages of the disease.
We are eating differently. We're not moving as much as we used to a long time ago. And so Kenyans are generally growing bigger. And so we're getting more of diabetes, hypertension. And down the line, we're getting more of coronary artery disease.
A big number of the affected patients do not get adequate medical care, especially in rural areas, due to shortage of heart specialists.
Due to the nature of the work that we do, there are not many schools in the country doing the training of the perfusionists.
In Kenya, around almost a total of close to 5,000 get surgeries, but that need to be double and more than double every year. So the need is very high.
Gabriel Kudaka, NTV.
Also, a lack of civil registration offices in the sub-counties within Tana River County has been cited, which further inconveniences them.
Ile changamoto wanapitianga sana ni mingi, lakini saa hii ile mahali tuko hapo ni Bula Rahma, na watu wanaenda kutafuta. Mbeleni walikuwa wanaenda kutafuta Hola, ofisi ya bathi ilikuwa Hola Tana River, na saa hii ofisi nyingine wamepata imekuwa Bura, lakini Bura pia iko mbali kwa madogo. Inabidi mtu alipe transport ya 500 kwenda na 500 ya kurudi. Ile charges ambayo ya bus certificate na ile charges ambayo analipia transport ndio imekuwa changamoto mingi sana.
Hii ofisi ya bus certificate iko mbali na sisi. Tunaomba kama inaweza tukutia hapa madogo ili tusaidike hapa mahali karibu ndio tupate basi, kwa vile saa hii wazazi hawana basi, kwa wengi watoto hawana bus certificate. Watoto wengi tunafukuzwa kwa sababu hata certificate ingawaje saa hii imekuja. Tunaomba tena hii ofisi ikuwe karibu ili kuna watu hawajiwezi ili wapate bus certificate haraka.
Najua ni gharama kwa sababu kupata hiyo cheti hapa lazima usafiri mpaka Bura, wiki na gharamia zaidi ya 1,000 kwenda peke yake, alafu kuna ile gharama pia ya kukalamia kwa ofisi ya kupata hizo stakabadhi. So tunashukuru kwa sababu hiyo mzigo wameondelea wazazi.
Moving on, the government is set to launch a crackdown on Githurai churches following concerns of alleged proliferation of religious extremism and fake prophets, as well as unscrupulous priests, indicating that the exercise set to kick off next month seeks to weed out rogue and unregistered churches in Githurai sub-county. According to Danson Mwangangi, the Assistant County Commissioner, Githurai sub-county, the crackdown will go on despite resistance from a section of religious leaders, and ordered all churches in the sub-county to either comply or face the law. Maria Goreti Nyariki, the Registrar of Societies, said that churches that will not comply will be shut down. This comes months after churches move to self-regulate as the government undertakes a crackdown against rogue preachers and institutions in the country following the Shakahola massacre that has so far claimed 440 lives.
So there is a very big problem.
And we are also willing to partner with them as long as they comply.
with the directives of the registrar and a timeline of about a month, we will be back to crack down because a number of them have really not complied.
Wakati mwingine si watu kupenda kutofunja sheria, ni kutojua. Although the law, kutojua sheria haimaanishi kwamba you are innocent. So kwetu sisi kama kanisa, especially the church in Githurai, tumepokea hiyo mafundisho, tumepokea hiyo sensitization, and we are ready to make sure ya kwamba we cooperate together kuhakikisha kwamba our city, the church in our city is a different church.
Elsewhere, pupils from Kiheo Primary School in Nyahururu, Laikipia County, have benefited from learning aids, materials, among them textbooks, during the Nation Media Group's corporate social responsibility in line with the company's mission of educating and informing the society. NMG staff led by Nakuru Regional Editor Ken Kimanthi, Head of Circulation and Distribution John Wanjoi, and Commercial Manager Circulation and Distribution Eugene Bosire interacted with the more than 200 pupils before presenting them with the goodies. During the visit, the school leadership appreciated the support, indicating that the aid will improve learning among the pupils and also save the parents the hassle of purchasing books. The visit also highlighted the resilience among the children who are forced to study in dilapidated structures, even as the school management called on well-wishers to support the construction of more classrooms. The event preceded the second leg of the Nation Golf Series currently underway at the Nyahururu Country Club.
We have donated quite a number of instructional materials, including textbooks, revision materials, and class readers, which we are really happy and we really appreciate because they are going to help us with the CBC. They have also shown the students the role modeling.
Books are like magical doors because when you open them, you can go on amazing adventures. You can visit faraway places, meet interesting characters, and learn new things because every book you read is a new adventure waiting to happen. When I was your age, watoto mnasikia? When I was your age, I loved reading books because they made me laugh and they made me think, and sometimes they even made me a little scared. But most importantly, they made me happy. And I hope these books that we have brought to you today also make you happy. Happy Makofi?
Kenya is set to hold a global peace leadership conference that is looked up to bringing, or rather congregating, delegates from Africa and around the world coming together with the aim to explore and discuss various ways to promote peace, development, and cooperation in the entire continent. Speaking here in the capital, Nairobi, the Global Peace Foundation partners said the 2024 conference is set to be held from the 25th to the 27th of this month and seeks to shape a prosperous and peaceful future for the planet by engaging governments, officials, policymakers, among other partners, to increase cohesion, interfaith harmony, and partnership.
That as we embrace Western civilization, we must also take into account the African values, the African spirituality, the extended family model that has enabled us to stick together even in difficult times. But now we are saying that it is time to transform education, to take into cognizance the 4 dimensions of the human person: the mental cognitive, the spiritual moral, the relational, and the physical vitalities.
Well, it's 15 minutes past the hour. We take a very short break. I'm back with much more on NTV at 1.
Mbali tumetoka na bado tunasonga, kote tumeenea. The future is ours. I am the future. Doing good. I am the future. I am the future.
Celebrating 50 years of our past and inspiring our future. I&M Bank.
Nimejaribu mafuta na sabuni nyingi, hazikusaidia kurelieve eczema, dryness, or my baby's sensitive skin. Tangu nigundue the new Nice and Lovely Baby Naturals wash, ni soothing during bath time na haiwashi macho. Ngozi imebadilika kabisa. Thanks to Nice and Lovely Baby Naturals Jelly and Cream. Jionee mwenyewe, the power of 3-in-1 Jelly and Cream moisturizes, protects, and repairs. Chagua Nice and Lovely Baby Naturals, approved by pediatricians and dermatologists.
The moment I feel my pain starting to fade, it's like I'm going back to myself on a really good day.
Panadol Extra releases you from strong pain. Panadol, release starts here.
Kote nchini mbele tuendelee, mbele Kenya twende mbele,
Kenya twende mbele. NCBA. Go for it.
Welcome back. Now let's take a look at sports news. And the high-altitude Nyahururu Sports Club course will this weekend host the second leg of the ongoing Nation Classic Golf Series. Nation Media Group Chairman Dr. Wilfred Kiboro is among the participants in this weekend's tournament, which comes a day after successful CSR activity that, as I mentioned earlier in this news broadcast, which was held at the Kiheo Primary School. The tournament has attracted a field of 150 players drawn from different golf clubs, including Kericho, Nakuru, Nyeri, and Nanyuki. The golfers also took the opportunity to plant seedlings at the club. Also, the national football team, Harambee Stars, are preparing to face the Africa Cup of Nations champions, the Ivory Coast, this Tuesday, the 11th of June, at the Bingu National Stadium in Lilongwe, Malawi, in a Group F FIFA World Cup qualifier. Stars played to a 1-1 draw against Burundi at the Bingu National Stadium on Friday. Duka Buya gave the Stars the lead in the 72nd minute before Sudi Abdallah equalized for Burundi 5 minutes from stoppage time. The Elephants beat Gabon 1-0 at the Amadou Gon Coulibaly Stadium in the other match. The goal was scored by Seko Fofana in the 36th minute. Ivory Coast are on top of Group F with 9 points, followed by Gabon with 6 points, while Kenya third with 4. Burundi are fourth with 4 points as well, while the Gambia, who played the Seychelles today, are fifth with 0 points. And finally, the National Olympic Committee of Kenya secured a 30 million Kenya shilling sponsorship deal with telecommunications giant Safaricom as Team Kenya prepares for the 2024 Paris Olympics. Safaricom is now the official technology and payments partner for the Kenyan Olympic team, with part of the money being used for travel insurance for athletes, airtime, and data bundles to support Team Kenya. The athletes will also benefit from financial literacy workshops, with Safaricom also providing casual wear for athletes during their camps and workshop sessions. Courtesy of a partnership with Visa, which is the global worldwide payment partner, 4 Kenyans with a companion will also get the opportunity to win a ticket to Paris for the Olympics. The sponsorship unveiling was graced by the NOC Executive Committee, athletes that included Ferdinand Omanyala, Boniface Mweresa, Wiseman Were, as well as the men's and women's national rugby sevens teams.
So the total package in total will be 2 weeks, and the participants will be able to then choose the time in which they go, but preferably we'll want them to go and support our teams.
As everyone knows, I mean, Kenyan athletics is just, world-renowned. Even me being from the U.S., I've always known Kenyan runners, and so to be able to help support them from a team visa perspective, but also to be able to support from an Olympics perspective. Super excited about that.
We are very happy that a lot of brands, a lot of big companies have seen what it means to be part of Team Kenya. We know before, probably because of a few challenges in management, a lot of people are not very comfortable, but we are telling people that we have put the National Olympic Committee to be an institution which can be in business with the top brands.
It's a great thing that sponsors are coming into athletics, and especially, like supporting athletes and supporting the federation. That means it shows how much the Olympics mean to these companies, and I'm glad that they came along and gave us the support, and I'm sure there's more that's coming.
Well, that update from the Paris Olympics marks the end of the lunchtime news update. Thank you so much for your time. Remember, it's exactly 48 days to the Olympics in France. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. I'll see you again soon. My name is Bernard Ndong.
This is NTV.
This week on Twende, we are going to Kitui. Yes, Kitui pia kuna barabara ya gorofa. We visit the headquarters of the county, Kitui town.
Something special that has happened, and ikawa we came at the perfect time. Juu hii project imeisha tu saizi.
We see how Kitui is modernizing from infrastructure to urban art. We climb the famous Kitui Rock in Zambani for a bird's eye view of the Yatta Plateau. Hiyo Nzambani ilitoka wapi?
Ile ya msichana na kuni.
Hebu niambie hiyo.
Okay.
The beauty soaps I know don't give germ protection.
Dettol Skincare does. It combines the trusted protection of Dettol with 2 times moisturizers to protect my skin from germs and keeps my skin soft with a beautiful fragrance. Beautiful skin is germ-free skin.
Welcome to the 9th Agritech Africa DLP Expo Africa and GrainTech Africa Expo at the KICC Nairobi from 12th to 14th June. Connect with 150 plus companies, products and agriculture machineries from 11 different countries. Attend knowledge sharing conferences, B2B meetings area for East Africa importers and local foreign meeting sessions to discuss business opportunities. The exhibition will cover agriculture, horticulture, livestock and poultry farming, as well as grain storage and storing technology. Come and